What it is, what it ain't, what it could, what it should be. Episode 3, Teaspoon of Wisdom.
One day we're gonna have background music, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh shoot, are they serious?" And then we're gonna be like, "Oh shoot, yeah, we been serious." Uh, my name is that boy Westside.
It's your boy Teaspoon, not TEA, Teaspoon, always with you, gang, gang. Let's ride.
Gang, gang, let's ride indeed, my boy. First things first, man. All right, so we lost a pillar in our childhood, our community. This guy has brought nerds and black people together. This guy has brought, families together. I have many nephews with some type of reference to his show and his comics in their name. This show made me want to be a father instantly. And honestly, man, it made me want to train. It made me want to just be a great man all around. Toriyama, I got my Goku box. It's the Reese's Puff, but Goku's on the back ready. You know what I'm saying?
Great, man.
Toriyama, I just want to thank you, bro. Go ahead, man. I don't want to cry, man.
Well, receiving the news of the death of Akira Toriyama, I remember the days watching Toonami, and I think this is probably before one of the few moments that we had cable growing up. Man, Dragon Ball Z, still to this day, for me, go anime. I'm biased. Like the first one I watched, first one I sat down and watched, like, dang, bro, like who don't want to be like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, bro? These characters touched my soul as a kid. So,
Yeah.
man, just to hear about the news of his passing was hit me hard, man. So rest in peace to Kira Toriyama and his family. Just much prayers, and he created something that'll live pretty much forever at this point. Dragon Ball Z, GOAT, like, man, GOAT anime. So rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, for sure.
Man, first memories of watching Dragon Ball Z. It was after school at the rec center, and it started out me, my two friends. We was actually into Gundam Wing first, right? We was into Gundam Wing first, right? And then all of a sudden, Dragon Ball Z comes on, and then we sit and watch Dragon Ball Z, and the story kept compelling us to come back next week. So we would just come back every day because at that point all the shows dropped every day. We'll come back every day. But when the trunk saga and all that came around, man, I seen basketball players from my neighborhood. I'm talking about football players. Dog, they were trying to figure out why we all huddled up in this room, right? And bruh, I still remember that moment that we saw Cell. And everybody like, oh, bro, that's Cell. Oh, that's Cell. Oh, okay. Let's go. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Toriyama. That story brought a bunch of people together, and yep. I loved it, man. So that's the beginning of the show, man. Tonight we're gonna have a quick show. We're gonna try to make it fast paced, but we are. I don't know if you noticed, but we brought out the yellow background because this show right here is caution. Listen here. I know I got the yellow hat. I want y'all to understand. Tonight's show, we are going in on some people.
We heard.
And first things first, huh?
Breaking hearts tonight, bro.
Shoot.
Hard. Man. The hard truth.
The hard truth, man. And you know what? we're gonna start a little light. We're gonna start a little light. So this is a subject I had sent to Spoon. Kind of like your Spoon. I think we should go ahead and hit them with a little fill out the room real quick. See, they're ready to fight back. So if you had any girl come up to you talk about astrology or talking about the stars or anything, we all understand that the stars has nothing to do with nothing. And one thing that I like about kids nowadays, they're starting to do a lot of more research. Although they'll go on the internet, a lot of kids know how to read too. So they started picking up the Bible, starting to read the book.
Sure.
So I had this young lady. This young lady said, "I stand on Bible," and it's great to see it because it's not enough of our sisters, our young Black sisters, saying, "I stand on Bible," and I love it. Let's check out what she has to say about this.
Really says about astrology, because I got some questions on this, and more than I would think for us being believers in Christ. But Lord told me not to judge, so I found evidence for you. Deuteronomy 4:19. Be aware. Did you hear that? Not to lift up your eyes, that being me and you, to heaven and see the sun and the moon and the stars, all the host of heaven, and be drawn away and worship them. So those of us being Christian, being followers of Christ, it is firmly believed, said right there in the Bible, that we do not worship the stars, we do not worship the moon, we do not worship the sun, and be aware of those who do. Now, it could be just our own ignorance and we don't know. But me personally, I stand on Bible.
Hey, you heard what she said, dog. She said,
You heard my little sister.
She said it all caps. No caps.
She said, "I stand on Bible." Let me tell you what this is. This is the ESV Bible. Is a leather. I got this as a birthday gift 1 year. So yes, and I've been cherishing it ever since. So I stand on Bible. Understand something, and I'm going to go ahead and let Spoon speak. But understand something. I want y'all to feel me on this one. Matter of fact, let me get close. Let me get up close for you. Get close. Y'all know I ain't playing tonight. Start with this mess. It says it in the Word. It says it in science. It says it all over. Please stop. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're not doing. Look, for the rest of 2024, if you tell me something about you a Pisces, Aries, Reese's, I don't care what it is. Look, those are demonic spirits, and you're giving yourself to these demonic spirits. Okay. There's more research on it. But if you want to do this and worship these stars, you know what? I don't want to say go right ahead because I don't think you should do it. But understand this: it comes with a price, and you're going to pay that price one day. And I'm warning. This is a warning. It's not from me. This is from the Bible, because that's what I stand on. All right, Spoon.
For me, when I look at the stars, the moon, the sun, and all that jazz, right? I do look at it in wonder, in awe. Even if you look at the world, and even though it's very flawed, and we understand sin remains in every single person across the board, and this is the devil's playground. But when God created it, we do understand that ultimately everything has order, structure. So when I look at the stars and see the purpose and all this stuff out of it, I am in wonder. But my second thought is, wow, what's beyond those stars? And this draws me to the attention of thinking, wow, if an almighty being created this, I should not think about the stars, the Pisces, the Gemini, all this stuff. For me, I don't follow it. I ain't looking at that stuff, bro. No cap. I ain't looking at it. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I'm not worried about what you Sagittarius, Scorpio. What I don't know all these signs. It's too much to keep up with the dates and stuff.
Too much
I
to
ain't
keep
got
up
time
with.
for all that, bro. I ain't got time for all that. It's too much, bro. So, hey, man, y'all heard what the lady said. Stand on it, bro. Stand on Bible. So Short and sweet, getting to the point. Hey man, next topic, bro. Next topic, because these people gonna start making me mad, bro. They gonna start making.
Man. So speaking of standing on Bible, so a lot of times we pray to God, and God uses, he uses ways to communicate back to us. Most time, what I believe and what Spoon believe, we do believe that God communicates to us through his word and his word alone. Some people say, you get this thought, this random audible voice that says, hey, this is what I need you to do, my son, my daughter, my child, this is what I need you to do. And, we, it's a scary voice to hear, you know what I mean? Now, when he's telling you to do some stuff, clearly, you want to, you want to question it, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got my own thoughts on it, but Spoon has his own thoughts on it. So we're going to talk about Russell Wilson. So I don't know if y'all know, but Russell Wilson was talking about how he had got called by God to be Baby Future's father, and a lot of us were taken back. You know what I'm saying? Those who are part of the make your own children clique, like a lot of us. You know what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of us was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Maybe God actually called this man to do this. You know what I'm saying? So we got a video here. Russell's going to explain why and what it was that God called him to.
Or whatever, and he crawls in my lap, and it was like, this is going to be my responsibility. God, I remember leaving that night, and God saying, God saying to me, raising this child, it's going to be your responsibility. And realizing that, I pray that, God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Say, son, this is for you.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. Mm-hmm. It's going to be your responsibility. And
was that scary?
Oh yeah, I think scary just in the sense of, not scary, but it was more so an opportunity. Like, okay, God, this is what you want me to do. This is, stepping in to raise, a child with C and this and that, and realizing that, okay, God, like, I know she's the one for me, but also too, I'm going to take this responsibility as well. Like, okay, like, and I was ready for that. I was ready to, I love children, as you know, I love kids and everything else, but it was like, man, to help raise a child.
So we have a lot to say on that. So I'm gonna let Spoon take to him.
Bro, I want you to go first. I want you to get off first. Please.
All right, so
please state your point, because I'm going to go in this guy. But state your
all right, so
state your point.
Okay, so the reason why I don't mind this is because sometimes God puts you in a moment where, like, yo, I need you to do something, son, and it's the impossible. You know what I'm saying? And like how many times Jesus has put us in the in the possible position in his word, like yo, go sell everything. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound, after he said, hey, make riches and stuff for your kids. Make sure you set alongside stuff for your children. And by God saying go sell all of it, like he's like, oh, well, God said sell all of it. I gotta go sell all of it. So like there are times where God is like, I'm gonna give you an impossible task. You're gonna do it. Just like the biggest one that comes to mind, and this is the most famous one, is when Abraham takes Jacob to the mountain, and he's about to sacrifice Jacob. Now, if you look in the moment, Jacob's not struggling. Jacob's not arguing with his dad. He's like, look, hey, God called you to do this. We're going to let it be. And indeed, God called him to do this, and indeed, he let it be. And from what I see, from what I see, God comes in at that time and says, hey, I got a sacrifice for you in that bush right there. So he's like, yo, this is just my obedience to God. Now, think about it like this. Not a lot of people are going to be obedient to God in such a way, like, yo, I'm going to go and, I'm going to go be a father to the fatherless. Now, keep in mind, now when God tells you to be the father to the fatherless, He's not necessarily saying, "Hey, go be with the mother too." You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily going to say, "Hey, take on elder damage." Like He's like, "Yo, be a person in this child's life to where this child can be like, yo, man, I can reference this man that loved me. I can reference him, and I can love on this kid because this kid needs somebody to love on. Like Paul didn't go to Timothy or Titus's mom and be like, yo, hey, I'm clapping your cheeks too, and me and you gonna be together while our sons do everything else. You feel me? Like it wasn't like that. Paul took them on and said, hey, you are my spiritual son. You know what I mean? That's what God calls us to be. Now, I look, I don't know if Russell Wilson just wanted some goodies, but there's a lot of stuff that she does that I would not allow as my wife. So like, it's like, okay, I need you to be equally yoked to what I'm doing. But then, he just allows it. I don't know. I'm gonna step back. That's my point. I just want to see what Spoon said, because Spoon might give you the whole entire no.
All right. So if anybody does not know the background of this woman's year, many of public relationships, Bow Wow, Future. Was it Lil Romeo too, or I don't know?
Nah, it was like
was that a rumor? I don't know. 50 Cent, correct? Wasn't it?
50
Cent. So
Film Mob for a while.
Several public relationships.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So she ends up having a baby by Future. Future, a very toxic rapper, very derogatory rapper that, hey, he's a bad boy. The women like the bad boys, right? So Sierra gets pregnant, boom, boom, boom. They have a kid, and Future ends up leaving. All right. So comes in Russell Wilson. My biggest problem with Russell Wilson is a lot of it was saying that, hey, take on the responsibility of another man. Just a precursor. Any man who has taken on another man's responsibility, this is not against you. This is me just speaking my opinion. As a father of a 3-year-old, me personally, I would never tell my son to sign up to be a stepdad for several reasons. The first reason, you have to deal with baby daddy drama. I will prefer for my son, if he is childless and at that age of marriage, I will prefer for him to be in a situation to where he will be able to create his own family. Russell Wilson goes into the relationship, does not have a child, does not have children, does not have other prior responsibilities. I think this is very unfair for him to take on that responsibility, knowing that you have to deal with a toxic baby father or whatnot, and a woman who dresses up, very, very promiscuous and has a lot of pictures all across the internet. For example,
we gotta figure out how to cut that out in the final cut. But yes,
we're saying that this woman is a Christian woman. No, nada. It ain't going. That dog ain't hunting. So to continue to expose yourself to this openly just wayward way of life and to take on another man's child, I speak up about it often, and you will always hear my opinion on it. Do not sign up to be a stepfather, because you're influencing other people to take on other men's responsibilities and to make up for mistakes that your woman has made. And essentially, for my son, and he gets to that point and he chooses a partner, chooses a mate, I wouldn't want him to do that. But hey, son, you might want to think twice before you get into that situation. But it is based upon the woman. But for me, that's just something I feel strongly about, because oftentimes men get into situations and we do not understand the entirety, the severity of it, because that's not God, how God intended
Mhm.
for us to live and go on to our life, because we've normalized this behavior of, sleeping around and having,
Mhm.
having kids out of wedlock. And then now we have to find, other outside motives, not motives, but outside partners to take care of our children. And that's something, and this is something coming from a kid that came from a single parent household. I
Mhm.
learned from other mistakes of my father, my mother, things like that. I grew up in a broken home. I told myself that, hey, I do not want to have my kid growing up in a broken home, one, and two, creating responsibilities before it's time for me to become a father and a husband. So please, people, you have every chance to not create responsibilities for yourself. So use protection if you're going to do that. I am not condoning it. I am not saying, hey, this is what you do. But at
Nah.
least, please be smart.
Now,
Please,
what's the bigger problem here? What's the bigger problem here?
personal responsibility, accountability. The lack of accountability, brother. The
So
lack
so it starts home, right?
starts at the house. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put y'all up on game. Um, let's be honest. I'm not allowing. Okay, I got a daughter. I'm gonna do this from Sierra on out. All right. If I have a daughter, my daughter, she's talented. She's very charismatic, outgoing. She's very talented in dancing, singing. Sing. I don't think she's much of a singer, but she can perform.
Yeah. She's a performer.
I want my daughter to be in places where it's safe, where she can grow as a woman. First off, I don't want my daughter to be around. First off, if you're a young man and you come to my daughter, and I'm gonna let you know right now, if you don't know the 10 Commandments, bro, you're not even coming in my house, bro. If you don't know
Bro,
the 10,
that hard.
bro, if you don't know the 10 Commandments, bro, if you don't know the 10 Commandments, I'm talking about that needs to be laid out, bro. If you don't know the 10 Commandments, I don't want you in my house, cuz, like on Bible, cuz, like, you know what I'm saying? On Ephesians, dog. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, if you don't know that, because that's pivotal for a relationship. Because I don't believe non-Christians should get married, because we get twists and turns here, man. Twists and turns. Because non-Christians, like, and keep in mind, I know I'm gonna get flack from other communities. I don't care. I stand on Bible. Anyway, when you go to other communities, there's so much room for BS, and that's not Bible study, cuz there's so much room for it. There's so much room for it, and if you allow this to go into the room, you're going to allow anything to come in. So therefore, if I got a daughter and I gotta hand this off to you, bro, I'm not gonna hand you, bro. Will you hand somebody the keys to your car? Matter of fact, your dream car. Spoon, am I giving you my dream car? Let me like, yo, Spoon, go ahead, you got it. No. If I'm giving my dream car to a snotty 15-year-old boy that don't know nothing,
Ain't no way,
it's
boy.
my car. You got it, dog.
Well, hey, what do you say? Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Stop the cap. Bro, you're not, I'm not giving that away. So why would I give the most precious thing I own is my daughter?
That's
So we got to think about it inside in. So to Sierra's father, bro, I look, bro, if I was you, bro, I ain't gonna count, man. Me and you got, it starts from you, dog. It starts from you. You know what I'm saying? You should. I would have been protecting my child throughout here. You know what I'm saying?
Let me add another note to this too. Another layer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop lying on God. This is my perspective. I'm gonna need y'all to stop lying on God.
Mm-hmm.
God does not talk to nobody audibly. You would be terrified. You would be terrified. A being that has always existed. Your mind you cannot wrap your mind around that. And people say, "Oh, God is love or whatnot." All right, well, God got wrath too, cuz God stand on business, infinity, cuz.
He
So
said he's business, boy.
we talking about you standing on business on top of business on top of business, cuz. and you talking about, oh well, hey, God spoke. Nah, cuz stop lying, bro. Stop lying on God.
Don't
Man.
lie to me,
I
dog.
can't be dragging God into y'all foolishness, dog. Y'all need
Please.
to stop, bro. So Russell Wilson, you did not hear God speak to you audibly. You did not hear that. I'll tell you to your face straight up. Hopefully you land a job, dog. Straight up. Hopefully you land a job. I wouldn't hire you. Don't come to the Jaguars because it ain't hunting. It ain't going. We ain't
Hey,
going.
bro, watch you go to the Jaguars. Y'all gonna be
Bro.
like,
we playing future. We playing future from
no,
the beginning to the end. From the beginning to he can't come downtown, bro. He can't come. He can't come to Atlanta. Don't think about it, dog.
Bro, don't even go to Atlanta. That's it. That's it for you.
Bro, we playing
All
future all day in the stadium. We gonna make you hella uncomfortable. It's not going, bro.
It's not gonna go right. It's
It
just
ain't
not.
going, bro. So hey,
Oh,
man,
no.
kudos to you, Russell Wilson. Hey, that's your decision. But stop lying on God, man. Straight up, bro.
Man. Speaking of lying on God,
You got another one.
you know the slogan, few will sign up, few are chosen, many will go, or something. It's the military.
It's the wide road. You got the analogy always in the Bible. You got the wide road, and then you got the narrow gate.
Got the narrow road. But it's the reason why we say it like this, because we have too many people that have access to pulpits. let me say that again. We have way too many people out here that got access to pulpits.
No, not people. Clowns. Clown show.
We got way too many. Shout out to our number one viewer. We got one viewer tonight. Shout out to he or she. Thank you for viewing for us. Let's just go to the video and we'll go from there.
It's out the way because we don't need these clothes no more. I need everybody to see this. Yeah. If this is the temple, the house of God, I'm just going to start acting how we be acting with our bodies in the house. My favorite is Chinese food and ketchup. Why are you so bothered? Who gonna clean it? Yeah, this is just the house of God. It's just a house. Just a house. Just a house. Who cares? I lift my hands in the sanctuary. I lift my hands to give you the glory. I lift my hands to give praise, and we will praise you. Don't care so much. It's just a temple. Syrup all over the communion. Don't care so much over the Bible too. Yo, stop acting like you care about this.
Let me remove that. All right. There's only a few moments where I'm speechless. Yeah, there's only a few moments where I'm speechless. You got it, Spoon. He's taking water too. It's about to go down.
All right, so just assuming, just looking from the crowd, looking at Michael Todd, I'm just assuming this is a majority black church. We have to stop this. For one, are we to the point to where we do not listen to hard truths anymore? And the Bible has all throughout the Bible, they're listed all throughout even hymns, even personal testimonies. Correct. So we have to stop this foolishness. Michael Todd, I have nothing to do except just to shake my head simply because we know deep down this isn't right. We're talking about we're going to destroy and just not care about any type of scripture, the communion that he poured syrup and stuff on, man. Bro, we gotta stop, man. This stuff, it angers me because this is the stuff that these are the type of acts that push people away from Christianity or pushing people away from God, in general. And they label people, they label us Christians as this end all be all and understand by this type of behavior. What Michael Todd did was ridiculous. And my biggest thing is nobody sits there and nobody calls him out in the congregation. People don't care about reading the Bible. They want to see a show. The lights, the throwing of the food or whatnot. That food could have fed people. Come on, bro. We're talking about there are several people out here in the United States, even right now, homeless, don't have any food, living under a bridge or whatnot, and you over here doing stuff like this, bro. Bro, at this point, I am sick and tired of people defaming God because there's no excuse for this at all. But it does say people have tickling ears, so they don't want to hear the truth. The willfully ignorant. That's how I'm at with it. I can't, I don't even know how to wrap this all up because it's understanding that, man, that was just sick, bro, and people are just twisted in the head and they don't understand the truth, bro. I'm done with this dude, man. I didn't even pay attention to the guy anyway, but all in all, we need to understand, bro. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it. This ain't it.
I'll say this, and I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from with this. Shout out to Sean Tanner. Earlier today, he talked about this on his show, Track Stars, and I don't want to make it seem like it, but there's a lot of people that this just really like struck a nerve with, especially when he poured something on the Bible. I noticed that the Bible was closed. The Bible was closed. It wasn't open. Although the Bible is where we hold God's word at, you know what I'm saying? If you are ESV, NIV, King James Version, even if you are of the original text that's in Aramaic and Greek and Hebrew, some of us had to learn that in order for us to understand the culture that Christ came from. And once you understand culture, therefore you understand why he went back for that black sheep. He went back for the last sheep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand why he went back for that last sheep. Why that was such an importance, you know what I mean? And I'm praying for Michael Todd. As a believer, I you want to call him a clown, but at the same time, like you want him, you want what's best for your brother. And at the end of the day, he's still brothers in this walk that we're in.
But this is my question for you, see.
Mm-hmm.
How can we hold these people accountable to stop them from doing it? And that's the problem. I feel like that's the bigger issue.
Well, the thing is, we got to figure out I want to figure out the message first. So here's the message that he was trying to do. And you could have did this with very little what you did, with very little showman. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if you're a person that, you for the arts, and we talked about this, for the arts, a lot of people for the arts, the visual, they need something to connect to. You know what I'm saying? Me and you would come from more of the older side, you know what I'm saying? Because, when we looked at church back in the day, we looked at like, okay, we have somebody teaching us the word and being a teacher of the word and understanding that the teaching of the word was sacred. So I get what he was trying to do. I get it. I wouldn't do that.
But would you ultimately say that he is a brother in Christ simply because my thing is this is my argument.
Mhm.
We have to see a pattern, and if there's a pattern of taking God's word out of context, because I feel like the higher responsibility is on Michael Todd, being that he said that he was called to preach and spread the gospel, right?
Mhm.
But my thing is, there has to be some form. If he's acting the way that he does on a consistent basis, he has to repent from this, because ultimately there has to be some form of change from these same very heinous acts, because people take this seriously, and so that's why it
But
kind
do
of
you not? I'm just saying you don't see that he's. See, that's the thing. Like, I understand what you're saying, and you're not wrong with what you're saying. What I'm saying is, the reason why I call him a brother is because he professed Christ to be his Lord. He has professed Christ to be his Lord. The thing is, a lot of times, we got a lot of brothers out there that don't know how to stand on Bible boldly. You know what I mean? And they want people to like them so much. I was at that point in time in my life where like I wanted people to like me, but I wanted to stand on God's word. So what do I do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he's part of that. Yo, I gotta get liked, because one, he has a business. He's in front of people. He's a public figure. You know what I'm saying? Public figures, they have to have celebrity Jesus. They can't have the real Jesus, right?
but that's the
And
problem, though. We know Jesus doesn't act like it. That wouldn't condone this, though,
oh
and
no,
that's
I know he probably flipped tables in a lot
exactly.
of our churches.
If he was doing it back then or whatnot, they
Oh,
went. It would be the same thing. The church would be in flames at this point, because
yeah,
it's nothing that represents Christ in any of that at
but
all.
even when Elijah was like mocking the gods was it the Philistines, or one of the Persians or something, mocking the gods, that they were like, yo man, this God that you create, hey, put some water on it. Put some water on it. Hey, put some water. I bet you my God show up. Your God started fire. My God for the start fire. Hey, put some more water on it. They put water on it, and God still came and flamed that thing up. But that was God flexing his muscle then.
Well,
That
yeah,
was God
because
flexing
God
his
stood on
muscle then.
business, because God
He
said
stood on business at that time,
on
because
business.
everybody else stayed on business at that time. We
Right,
don't stand on business no more.
and
And that's
that's
what I'm trying. That's what I
that's
was trying to get to connect. I want him to stand on business. I'm praying for him right now, and I want him to stand on business with his community. And if you don't know who we're talking about, if you're just coming into the show, we're talking about Michael Todd. Michael Todd wants people to like him, and he come and a lot, and on top of that, he comes from a traditional black church. You know how to get down in a lot of traditional black churches. Oh, you gotta entertain me in order to get my gospel, get my Lord or whatever. I gotta be like how. First off, how rude of you. Who are you to say God got to entertain you in order for you to listen to him? Get out of here, bro.
people want new. I've been convinced of this. People want so-called new revelation or whatnot from, like how Russell Wilson said, "Hey, well, God spoke to me or whatnot." No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Or people want new visuals or whatnot.
Mm,
Like the book isn't, like the Bible isn't good enough anymore. This book that
right.
we have is ultimately is what is laid out how to live your life. Nothing more, nothing less. And you're not going to receive any additional information when it comes down to topics like these. So my thing is, there has to be some, this is just me, has to be some form of just care, because you're
Mm,
guiding other people's souls at
yeah.
the end of the day. And it's like, all right, I'm not gonna get in. I'm gonna block the door for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that type of vibe from him, and he cares. It looks like he cares more about money and more about this image instead of teaching people rightly and in context. That's my
Mm,
biggest problem, and I'm standing on it, because at the end of the day, you are guiding other people's souls, bro.
mm-hmm.
You guiding other people's souls, and there's no, and God says this clearly. That's the bigger responsibility. He
Mm.
says it plainly.
He
I'm
does.
just paraphrasing, but And so he's going to have more responsibility than anybody, any other, pastors or whatnot, because he's going to get judged, for this for these type of acts, bro. So,
yeah, man.
It's sad,
hey,
bro.
man, it's sad, and and Michael Todd, I'm gonna let you know, like, we're praying for you, brother. I'm not. Look, you doing clown stuff, so I'm gonna be praying for you. You know what I'm saying? Spoon, I don't know about Spoon. Spoon probably fed up with you, but I'm praying for you, brother.
All them false teachers, bro. Joel Osteen, Creflo
Oh,
Dollar, TD
I gotta
Jakes,
pray for them guys, man.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
bro. Because I ain't
yeah,
feeling, bro. I'm not listening to y'all lies, dog. Straight up. Like
right.
what's his name in Jacksonville? McKissick, all them boys. Hey, I
Yo!
want all y'all come see me, dog. Y'all come see me. Smoke. So you could come chop it up with me anytime, brother. And trust me, I always got the Glock on me. I always got the Glock on me. Second Amendment.
Hey, so don't see your goons talking about, hey, we want to talk, brother.
Hey, bro, we standing on business,
brother
right?
Thomas, brother Spoon.
Standing on business.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, hey, got that Glock 40.
Glock 19. It got all 16 in it. I mean 15.
Hey, what? I will release all of it and say, hey, self-defense. Anyway, last topic of the night, man. Because we gotta wrap the show up soon, man. So Marcus Houston did it. I got it. You got to start out with one. So I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago, Marcus Houston came out. Marcus Houston was 39 at the time, and his wife was 19, 20. He got married to his wife, and his wife is beautiful, really young. I wouldn't go for it. She's 22 now.
Hey, but she's legal. She's legal.
Let me give you some context. So they both believed in the same type of faith, and I wouldn't call Jehovah's Witness a faith, but they both believed in that. He said, "Hey, I found value in her. She found value in me." He didn't go and saying give her meat. He said, "Hey, I want to get married to you." They didn't have sex until marriage. You know what I'm saying? He did everything right. In my eyes, he did everything right.
Yep.
We got sisters out here. Young lady by the name Drea on the Trap the Young Man. Oh boy. Drea is what, 39 years old.
Bad. City Boys down 1,000 for this.
Boy, hey, I don't even want to be a city boy. Yo, I'm in my transitioning now. Listen here.
Hey, you better get out of the game, bro.
I've been out the game, boy. What you talking about? I'm out. If city boys like this, boy, we down bad. So apparently, Drea, she got pregnant by Jalen Green. And I like this kid. He was one of my favorite. He was one of my favorite basketball. I like this kid.
Bro, have you seen his dude play? Bro, he is a hooper, bro.
Like, he can hoop.
Come on.
He's athletic. Now he has trouble from the mid range. He has trouble from the mid range. He can't shoot a mid range shot to save his life. But get him at a three, get him inside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my dog. He's a talented young man. Talented, and here we are with Drea. Spoon, go ahead, man. You know what? I started the last. No, you started the last one. I started this one. First off, I got a video of her talking about if she wanted to have a baby again. You know what I'm saying, and her thoughts on having kids and all this other stuff.
Are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and like let's just
Really?
see.
So you would
I'm
do
very
that?
like free spirit. I'm very open.
Open got you where you at now. Let's hear. Let me go ahead and touch on that. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this one a little quicker because I can hang make this girl all day. First off, no one's just coming together like, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Hey, let's have kids
That's
together.
stupid.
That's stupid.
Jeez, bro, people are dumb.
You're stupid. Get out of here. Make it to make sense,
Bro.
Use your common sense,
bro. Stats show that children from two parents households are exceed exponentially more than children with one parent households. Why in the world would you set your child up to be in a baby mama baby daddy situation, knowing the statistics? This is why people
she
why
just
you
wants
can't
to have
trust
friends. She's free spirited.
Yeah, she's free. Oh, I'm free spirit. But bro, this is why you cannot trust these celebrities. These celebrities are dumb. I'm just gonna keep it above. This was a stupid statement from a very ignorant woman, and she's probably willfully ignorant. You know, say, "Oh, I'm blaming on free spirit." I ain't got time for this, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I jacked the point.
No. You cook, bro.
Bro, but it's just, bro. We are creating, and this is this is black culture. We are creating some of the same stuff that just keeps going and going. And who you think takes the next generation to be all messed up? These same type of men and women.
Same type of men and women.
And I blame him more so because he had every opportunity to walk away from this situation. Even though he's 22, he's still a grown man.
He watched, you know what he did? He watched Basketball Wives with his mama.
Apparently not, because cuz is gonna get finessed.
Nah, he watched. He watched Basketball Wives with his mama.
Bro, he gonna get finessed.
You know, these are the same kids that watch stuff.
Fingernails and wearing the big ugly clothes or whatnot, dressing like a gal.
Hey man, look, man.
It don't make sense, bro.
I used to claim this guy as a son. He's not my son no more.
Nah, bro. I ain't going for it, bro. I ain't going for it. This new generation cats is weird, bro.
Bro, they stand on them.
Yeah, clearly.
They stand on them. But it's just weird to me, man, that we can't get to a point in our lives where we can literally get to we can get to a point in our lives where we throw morals out completely.
Yep.
It's sad that we are in this time and in this space now where we can lie to ourselves. We can lie about things. You know what I mean? And get, how do you lie to yourself and get away with it? You know what I'm saying? That's my big thing. Lie to yourself and get away with it. You think you really down with what you just said? Cool.
She believe it, bro. Right. She believe it, but that's how stupid she is. She believes it.
We need to get back to a point where God is at the center. I don't think I think everybody's doing this thing where like I want to do my own thing, bro. What was Proverbs 3? Lean not on your own understanding.
People don't understand how wicked the heart is, bro.
They really don't, bro. Like you can't base things off based on how you feel.
Yep.
You really can't base things on how you feel, bro. Like real talk. Like I sit back and I look at people and I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? I want to say this. Shout out to anybody. Okay, this whole entire episode, we started out with astrology, going into broken homes and trying to fix them, going into broken word and trying to fix that. Bro, first off, this whole entire theme for this episode And I'm not gonna lie, it's an inward mess that we got. Our
Niggas.
heart,
I'll say it. Niggas. Niggatry. My mama's favorite word. She called them nigglies. Hey, mama. I love you.
you see how far we strayed from just decency? Back before 1965 or 1959, we didn't have this issue. We had communities, dog. And the thing is, we fed into the narrative. We took the Kool-Aid and we sipped on that thing, boy, and that thing was delicious for some reason.
It was hitting. It had to be hitting, bro.
It had to be hitting. We took this on, man. We fell for the trick, bro. We allowed a bunch of Marxists to come in and tell us that we are victims. And what comes with victims, man, we create more victims. And then we create more victims. I'm pretty sure that if we never ran with that, never ran with Dr. King's message, bro. Never ran with Dr. King's message, y'all. I really feel like we've been in a better place, man. They would have found a way to mess some stuff up. Satan would have found a way to mess some stuff up. But it is what it is at this point, man.
Quick question.
And people like, how do we get people back to that? Like, bro,
I don't think it's going back. I don't think it's going back. I think it's going to get.
It's not going back, bro. We gotta. The only way that we can do anything, bro, is we get people to start reading the word, bro. That's the only way. We can't do anything outside of that, dog. We can't get together and try to hash something out. We're hashing something that was never there in the first place. It was never there. No.
Quick question.
Yes.
So, do you think that the two big civil rights during the time leaders, you got Malcolm, you got Martin, who do you think was a wiser man?
Oh, Malcolm X. That's why I keep a shirt.
I've said this for years. At least Malcolm X had the wherewithal to tell people, hey, the white liberal is not your friend. Not your friend. It is clearly anti to everything. You know, they try to come up, try to be your friend. The Joe Biden's, the Kamala Harris, the fake, the fake black people. What did she say? Chucks and pearls or whatnot. Y'all gonna hate me because I'm gonna kill y'all. Sororities too, sororities, fraternities, all that stuff.
Sororities.
That's a completely different kind of conversation. So let's just keep this on topic. That's a completely different conversation. All these liberals or whatnot. These because Kamala, she a white liberal too. All of liberalism does not work, and that black people are naturally conservative. So you're going to sit here and try to tell me that I need to be buddy with the white liberal. This is why I respect Malcolm X far more than what Martin Luther King. I'm not saying I don't respect Martin Luther King. You know, some stuff of the movement was good. We benefited off of it. You know,
I don't think we did.
I think some. I
don't think we benefited not a lick.
I think some, but in return, he has given us the victim mentality that the Democratic Party has really just manipulated us through the time, because naturally we're Republicans back then, and then you had the switcheroo when was it Nixon? I can't remember what it was, the Southern strategy and all that stuff, and then we end up turning to Democrats, and look where we at now. Why we in this situation now, bro? It's the truth.
Yeah. So,
hey man, let's go ahead and put a bow on this thing, man. Can I get this thing off my chest, bro?
Get one thing off chest.
Remember what I told you about? I'm about to go ahead and cook.
Oh, yo, man. Talk to us. Tell us about what happened this week.
All right. So everybody knows, but no, stated like earlier before. I have a 3-year-old. My 3-year-old is very obnoxious. He's very braggadocious like his father. He's very much a butthole like his dad. I love my kid. I love my kid to death. I would give my life for my son, my wife, my mom, my family. Period. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, me and my son were at the park. He has a temper tantrum over a football. The guy takes his football back and says, "Oh well, hey, I got to do some workouts and all that jazz." My son rolls out all over the ground, does not want to listen. So dad has to be the bad guy. So as I'm taking my son into the car, he's kicking, screaming, all this stuff, scratching, and I put him in his car seat. And little old Karen comes along.
Not a Sharon.
Not Sharon. We love Sharons.
We love Sharons around here.
Can't stand Karens. And if your name is Karen and you're a white woman and you're not with this mindset, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you. But since I don't know this white lady's name, her name's gonna be Karen today.
Right.
So this Karen, she says, "Oh, my heartstrings are just pulling for you and your son, and it's just my motherly instinct. But can I see a picture of you and your kid?" Roll. I hit the Scooby. Roll. Hold on. You want to see what? I said, "Oh, well, I'm sure that's your kid, but I just want to see a picture of you two." Ma'am, get the hell out of my face. Why is it your problem? Why is it you think it's your response? And I hope you see this. I hope you eventually see it, because I would say this to your face again. Why do you think this is your right to see what I'm doing with my child? First of all, first things first, it has been statistically proven that Black men are highly involved in their children's lives from the CDC.
Tell them again.
Highly involved. So, as I pride myself in being a father, a Black father, and being a better father than my dad was to me, not to throw my dad under the bus. I love you, Pop. But nonetheless, I want to be that example that my son sees every day. And if I have to physically spank him or whatnot in the moment, that's what I would do. It's not changing.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has always taught me this. I have got several whoopings and beatings. I just love you, Mom. That's why I turned out the way that I did. I love my mother-in-law too. God bless her. And nonetheless, so that's why I turned out the way that I am. A decent young man. But for her to come up and tell me, say, "Hey, well, show me a picture." I'm like, "Man, get out of my face." I really wanted to cuss this woman out. I wanted to, but
y'all hit her with them.
Just to restrain. But all in all, we can't have this, bro. Because I'm not telling you how to parent your children. You don't even gonna tell me how to parent mine. We clearly got two different parenting styles. And then on top of that, and that's why a lot of white young boys and whatnot going to the schools and packing, and going with them, them school pew pew, YouTube or Facebook
with pew pews.
So you know what I mean. But all in all, and then two, this is my second point. This is gonna be my last point. At the end of the day, we understand that Black people and white people, we operate differently. So my child is not going to be a statistic 15, 20 years from now. Because if I deal with him now, y'all ain't got to deal with him later in the streets. Nope. So I'd rather deal with him now. Yeah. At 3 years old, I'm instilling discipline in him now. He may not get it right now fully, but he still know at the end of the day, Daddy's still going to stand on business. And I love you, son, and whatnot. But hey, and what blessed me after the fact, after he woke up, he realized, he said, "Daddy, I'm sorry how I acted." At 3 years old, that broke me down and made me feel so proud of him that he realized that he was acting up in that situation. And it touched my heart. And it lets me know that I'm doing something right.
Hey man, that's what's up, man. Well, that touched my heartstrings right there, bro. Don't try to make me cry on the show. Bro. Y'all ain't gonna see me cry on the show.
Bro, drop some tears, bro. Some thug tears, bro.
No thug tears. No thug tears.
It's a thug
I already cried in front of someone earlier this week. I ain't trying to cry no more.
Not again.
Not again, dog. Hey man, shout out to Leanne, man. I cried in front of her this week, man. So shout out to Leanne. Call her Lily, or Lily Beth.
Hey man, tell her to come on the show.
Man, man, one of these days, man. When the time's right, she'll hop on the show. But shout out to Leanne, man. That's my dog, man. That's my ace. Boom. Shout out to brother Benson, man. I call him Nino Brown. My brother, he was supposed to hop on the show with us tonight. I totally forgot to send him the link. I wanted him to chat it up. I did. I was sick today, dog. I was sick today, bro. I've been trying to fight sickness all day today, so
Hey, bro,
I don't know if you hear it in my voice. But shout out Nino, bro. I was supposed to hit you with the with the link today, man. Cause I wanted you to come on and you chatted up with us, man. Cause good people, dog. Good people. I want to see if we can get them on next week. Next week we're gonna try. So depending on what the schedules look like, next week we're gonna try to go for Tuesday night. If not, we will let y'all know in midweek if we go Saturday night again. But until then, between time, we will be doing then we'll do our own shorts. So we'll have everybody like figuring out what we do on our between time, what we're really thinking outside of what we talk about in our space in the bowl of sugar. In the sugar bowl? You want to call it sugar bowl? No, that's
bro. You can't call that now. You can't call it shit. Nah, bro. You can't do that.
Okay. Hey, nonetheless, hey, everybody be blessed, man. We're gonna figure out a name for our viewers. When we start getting a lot of y'all, we're gonna figure out a name for y'all for our group. But until then, I have to slide because it's still work night. Spoon, he has to be a father and a husband.
Hey, I'm about to go watch UFC and do the rest of this homework and probably drink a beer or two and whatnot and relax, bro.
Okay.
Great week.
What you drinking? What you drinking? O'Doul's.
Actually, Michelob Ultra. Hey, we need that partnership. Hey, come on.
Hey, Michelob. Hey, no. Hey, give me O'Doul's. I want O'Doul's.
Is the O'Doul's? That's the non-alcoholic one.
I know, bro. I don't really be drinking alcohol. Give me O'Doul's, blood. Hey, till then, hey, man, it's your boy Connie Westside.
Boy Teaspoon.
We out, fam. Peace.